What is up, guys? How's it all going? Right, so I'm going to press play and then I'll explain what's happening while it's playing. Right, so this is a run which I did of Barbuta where I got the cherry. Now, the reason that, I'm not actually playing at this precise moment, this is a pre recorded run, but I thought I'd do a bit of commentary because when I was actually doing this, I did this offline and I just recorded my progress. Now, this is this is definitely this is the first game that I played in the UFO series, and right now while I'm saying this, I have now completed seven. That's 7 out of 50. So I've still got a way to go. Now, like I say, all the others, ideally, most of the other videos, it's going to be, you'll get the commentary while I'm doing it live. But in this case, I just happened to do it offline, and I thought, you know what, we're just going to stick with this. So I was trying to work out the safest and quickest route trying to get through. So, what we're doing here right now, it's we're essentially getting a safe umbrella, which will mean that these green drops don't get you. Right, and this is just a way so I can sort of essentially safely complete the game. So, how do you get the cherry? In order to get the cherry, you need to complete the game, and you can see these eggs on the right. Now, I'll admit right now, there's actually 6 eggs on the right, and my advertisement is actually blocking the top right one. So you got six lives essentially, and once you have lost all 6, it's game over, obviously. But in order to get a cherry, you need to complete the game, defeat the final boss, without essentially having max eggs, and that's quite important to note. So I can lose lives here. I just have to have full lives by the end of the game. What that's saying is there's certain bits in the game where you can get eggs back, but there's one bit. There's one bit where you can get you can buy eggs back, and you do it with the coins which you get. So the cash in the top left, you can see is 50. I want to make sure that, that's the thing. I'm not one of these super gamers that can get everything perfect every time. So I'm collecting coins as I go because I know that I can get. I can afford to die a couple of times now. I'm trying to remember, it's been a little while since I've actually... when I say it's been a while since I've watched this, it's not as though, when I first watched it, I just watched it over and over and over again. No, I was... it's been a little while since... because I can't remember exactly how this run goes, but I know that I do get there. This is partly why I needed the umbrella, because those drips, you can't climb that ladder in that time. And this particular route essentially brings me back to the beginning. And you can see on the left I've got a sword, which is something that you start with, a necklace, which, even though it doesn't really make an awful lot of sense, it means certain blocks move while, basically it just means certain blocks move at some point. So, that's what we're sort of, that's why I've done this sort of loop. The umbrella is more of an extravagance. You don't actually need it. So we've now got 150 gold. Each egg at this particular point is costing 100 coins, and we're looking to, we want to just make sure that we've got enough sort of lives at the end. Right, or we can replenish enough lives. Now, you probably see, if you look carefully, the brickwork, there's a reason why I'm doing that very specific jump. You'll see plenty, if you were to look at the VOD, you'll see plenty of reasons why I've avoided that block. So, where are we going now? I'm looking to get coins. There's a broken block there. I'm going to get some, going to get some more coins. We're up to 200. So, at this point, I can afford to die twice. So, and I've worked out this. There's probably a more efficient route, but this is my favourite route. My route that I felt was the most safe and efficient. It's like the combination of being both safe and efficient at the same time. What was I actually? I can't remember. Sometimes you're trying to remember exactly what I was going for. So, oh yes. So, let me just try and work out. So, what we're doing. What route am I taking? What do I need to get over here? It was something important, but I can't remember what it is. Is it the pin? I know you can tell that I've obviously got everything I've got a script in front of me. I know exactly what I'm doing. Yes, it is a pin. So the pin enables you to break certain, like, well, the bubbles. It enables you to pop the bubbles. Now, this little route here, look, down here, let's go. This took me ages online to try and work out what to do, because it says you need to pray at the altar. Apparently this is an altar, and what praying involves is just staying perfectly still on a certain block. Now, what does this do here? This is I call it the bat symbol, and it's nothing to do with the in-game bats that you have to fight. It is absolutely nothing to do with that, which took me quite a long time to actually work this out. So now we're up against these. We need to just get through these. These are quite unpredictable. Well, they're not. They can either go left or right, and you just got to kind of make sure that you're really close to them when they jump, but not too close. That's the general safest measure. But those mushrooms can really mess up your run. So where are we heading now? I think we're actually more or less heading towards the final boss. I've got to remember the actual route, because oh yes, the very important jump there. That's not just that's not one of those symbolic jumps to just be like, well, we've always got to do the typical jump. There is a good structured reason as to why I need to do that. So now I think, because I wanted to do a safest run, I remember now there's a thing that enables you to upgrade your sword to a wand. Now, a wand does the same amount of damage as the sword, but it's a longer range, and that just means when specifically fighting the boss, it's just easier. So, like I say, this isn't the most polished run ever, but it's more like I'm making a general judgment call that it's worth spending the extra time to get the wand, because the thing that's frustrating is the actual final boss. I don't want to say is difficult, but I want to say is it's very easy. It's easy to kind of mess up. So where are we heading now? I think we're generally roughly. So now I've got 300. I can afford to die 3 times. And I'm trying to remember actually what route. I think we've just taken a complete left here. But yeah, and while I'm sort of, while we've sort of got this little bit of downtime. So this is where using the pin thing that we've got in order to get through that gap, or otherwise you can't get that. We are now heading towards the thing that enables you. It's this little blob guy. You can trade your sword for a wand, and it will hopefully... Well, we'll see. I mean, we know. I've already said that I succeed on this run, so that's a little bit of a spoiler already gone. I found out, incidentally, how you get to that area on the right in that last screen. It's absolutely, to say it's not obvious, right? I absolutely thought I'd blitzed this game, and I then had to go online to work out how you can get to that area, and it is really, it's very difficult to just perchance upon it. And for kind of good reasons. I think I was just getting more gold, because why not? So I've actually got 400. I can effectively die 4 times. But we'll see. Yeah, I might not have even died at all in this run. I can't remember. I mean, I should try and sort of act as though, yeah, that's just casual. It's just, it's easy to not die in a run. So I think we're now kind of at the point where we're heading towards the boss. I think. Yeah, like I say, I can't remember the route that I took, because I actually think I might be heading back to the beginning again, now that I've got the wand, to head to a particular area. Now, you might hear my voice at some point, because I did actually still, if you look, hold on, if I go like this, look, that is me doing it, but it's just because I wasn't streaming, I didn't need to, let's see, can I get my hand, yeah, that's close enough, because I wasn't streaming, I didn't really need to talk, because I needed a little bit of focus. And to be fair, I could have done this on stream, but I thought, given that I just gave one little attempt and I suddenly got it, I was like, I just because by the time my original Barbuta stream had ended, I'd worked out everything I needed to do to complete it, and I needed to end the stream there. So that was the yeah, that was the sort of like slightly sort of difficult bit because I wanted to just stream again and go for it, but I had quite a few days where I couldn't stream. I just thought, no, you know what? I'm not gonna. I need to just complete this game. So like this is yeah, like I say, the cherry for Barbuta on the game UFO 50, and like at some point. Like when I've completed more games, maybe once I've say completed 10 games, I'm going to do a good analysis of the first 10 games and sort of give them like an out like an out of 10 rating because it's like it's good to know like because I think it was weird because I enjoyed this game so much, probably more than the casual person needed to. Oh, by the way, I'm just floating in midair there. That's yeah that. I was so glad when I came up. I worked feeling well. I perchanced upon it. I now worked out how you're supposed to work out that there's an invisible ladder. But yeah, right. So now we're flicking this switch, jumping down. This is also another really strong reason for needing the wand because, as you can see, that treasure chest might not be the treasure chest that you'd hope and desire for. Like because I don't really know how you're supposed to do that if you don't have the wand because it can jump towards you and if you have a sword I can't see how you can get close enough to hit it without it like just having a chance of just bouncing in and hitting you. So like I feel like you kind of needed the wand to get through that, or you just have to be willing to expend quite a few lives to destroy that mimic. Whereas having a wand, you can do it quite safely from afar. So we're now at the final stretch. We're getting close to the end. And I do very much appreciate you watching this video. Like I say, it's not all going to be done like this. Ideally, you just want to... It's more fun when I just happen to do it on stream and you get to watch that video. But this is my first, because I wanted to not just have the VODs, but I wanted to have, proof. So I don't even need to get the egg now, right? So now I can just go straight for the final boss. And there was a little bit of a weird... I had to pause it because I got called halfway through. So there's a little bit of a continuity. I can assure you that's not like me editing. Right, so now you can see that little bat thing is destroying these things floating over, which makes it a lot easier. Yeah, that's a bit close. I've just got to make sure that I get as many hits on when they bounce down, when the monster bounce down. There we go. Boom, done it. Right, let's go. So yeah, that's me, and that's me. That's past me. Hey. And that's obviously classic of me not even saying the line right. Anyway, let's go. Thanks for watching.